is Tuesday. It's the 7th of January. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Our top stories today. Much of the U.S. is in a deep freeze. A record Arctic blast is spreading its icy grip across the East Coast and deep south. Temperatures have plunged to lows not seen in nearly 2 decades. At least 15 deaths are blamed on this bitter cold, most of them from traffic accidents. More than 1,600 flights are canceled again today. And that number, folks, well, it is expected to rise. Over the past week alone, 17,000 flights have been canceled, leaving thousands of travelers stranded. Because of the brutally cold weather, ground crews cannot remain outdoors for more than 15 minutes at a time. Renee Marsh has more now on this cold snap that's forced planes to a standstill.
Frigid temperatures, snow and ice, an awful mix for travelers.
Marsh reporting there. Well, let's get a check now with our meteorologist, Mari Ramos, on just how long this cold snap is expected to linger on for. She's at the World Weather Center with that. Hi, Mari.
Hello, Monita. You know, we're going to see a change happen here, and it's going to happen almost as quickly as those temperatures.
Yeah, if that's what it takes for antifreeze to freeze, imagine what it takes for just our own systems as well. Very dangerous indeed. Mari, thank you very much for that. Let's bring you up to date on some of the other stories that we're also following for you here at CNN News Center. The U.S. is speeding up deliveries of missiles, surveillance equipment, and military supplies to Iraq. That's intended to help the Iraqi government battle what it says are al-Qaeda-linked militants. U.S. Vice President Joe Biden phoned Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki on Monday to express his support. Talks between the South Sudanese government and rebel forces are taking place in the neutral location of Ethiopia today. Representatives are trying to work towards a ceasefire agreement and to head off a full-blown civil war. 3 weeks of fighting has killed more than 1,000 people and forced 200,000 out of their homes. Reports from Turkey say the government has sacked 350 police officers in the capital Ankara as part of an investigation into corruption. The purge is thought to be linked to a scandal that surrounded the government of Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan last month. Thousands of anti-government protesters are threatening to shut down Thailand's capital next Monday. They rallied in Bangkok today, warming up for their planned occupation on January 13th. Demonstrators want Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra out of office. They're also trying to put a stop to the elections she called for next month. Gearing up for what's expected to be the biggest security operation ever staged for an Olympic Games. There is a month to go to the start of the Winter Games in Sochi. More than 30,000 police and troops will be on duty. Tensions were raised last month when 34 people were killed in bomb attacks in the Russian city of Volgograd. CNN's Dana Magne is in Moscow. She joins us now live with more on this, I guess, unprecedented security operations for an Olympics there, Diana.
Well, I think every host country tries to keep their Olympics safe, and President Putin is no exception. You can be sure that
there is a fine line between security and likening a country to a police state. Dinah, thank you very much for that. Dinah Magny there live for us from Moscow. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. We're watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. I'm Monita Rajpal. Former basketball star Dennis Rodman and several other ex-NBA players are in North Korea. They're due to take part in a special basketball game on Wednesday, the same day that controversial leader Kim Jong-un celebrates his birthday. Paula Hancock joins us now from Seoul with more on this, I guess, birthday celebration. I don't know how else we could describe it there, Paula. All right, Paula, we thank you very much for that. Paula Hancock's joining us live from Seoul. Now, a heartbreaking story out of the U.S. A 13-year-old California girl was declared brain dead last month. Her family says they have been getting death threats. Their attorney says the teen has been moved to a care facility that will keep her on a ventilator, but out of caution, he won't say where it is. More now from CNN's Dan Simon.
She is out of the hospital now, still attached to a ventilator.
You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Do stay with us. We'll be right back with more after the short break. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. A Chinese ship trapped in Antarctic ice since last Friday, may be about to break free. The icebreaker was on its way to rescue a Russian ship when it too became stuck. An attempt to free it on Saturday was unsuccessful. Chinese news agencies are saying strong winds may help push the ice away and allow the ship to start moving again. Elsewhere on the high seas, a showdown is taking place between Japanese whale hunters and anti-whaling activists. It's happening right here in the Southern Ocean. The environmental organization Sea Shepherd Australia says it's had a successful start in trying to stop the whalers. To the Southern Ocean and speak to Sid Chakravarti. He's a captain on board one of the Sea Shepherd's anti-whaling ships. Sid, thank you very much for being with us. Give us an idea what's actually happening right now, how much success you've actually had in trying to stop these ships, these Japanese ships.
Well, on the 6th of January at about 1200 Australian Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Sid, we thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you speaking to us here on the show, here on News Center. Sid Chakravarti there, captain of the Sea Shepherd. You are watching CNN News Center. I'm Monita Rajpal at CNN Hong Kong. Thanks for joining us. I'll update you the news headlines in just a couple of minutes.